I said, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Shh. Wait, you the secret. You the secret.
Okay.
Wait. Welcome to Up and Coming, baby. It's your boy, motherfucker Jones. Sad to say, my co-host isn't here again, but you know, he gonna be right back when he be back. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna keep killing shit. But for today, I got a special guest. The one, the only, Tom Ray Juhay.
Yeah.
Need some applause for that. Man.
What up, bro?
How you, brother?
Everything is well, man.
Oh,
All
shit.
is well.
I was
All
about to
is
say,
well.
usually, you know, all is well is just something people say to like, but like looking at you, you look good. All is well.
Thank you, brother. All is blessed, man.
New literature dropping, like you out here killing the streets, man.
Yeah.
Yo, how are you doing? Outside of being this dope ass individual.
I'm doing fantastic, bro.
Ooh,
Literally, man.
I like that.
I'm blessed, brother, and just staying out the way, man. Sticking to the script and staying out the way.
People don't understand. That's how you make it.
Yeah,
That's how you make it to where you trying to go.
That's what I've been up to, bro. That's it, man. Like honestly, literally, focusing on my craft, focusing on all endeavors, and focusing on the mission, and literally staying out the way, bro.
That's like literally my motto.
Yeah.
Since I've turned of a certain age, it's like, yo, I can't be in the way no more. Oh, and another thing, slow down. That's one that I'm constantly implementing, you know. But like, without further, ado, tell the people about yourself, Tom. Who is Tom Ray, B?
I'm a Yonkers native. Yonkers native poet, author, educator, host, curator, community leader.
Niggas said talk your shit.
Yeah, community leader. I do a few things, man, within Yonkers. Like I said, a Yonkers native all my life, man, and Yonkers have inspired the individual in front of y'all today. Family orientated, man, just... Bro, I'm happy to be here.
I was about to say, bro, stop that humble shit. Hold up.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here.
I'm about to
man.
introduce you to Tom Ray, B.
Yeah, I'm happy
right?
to be here.
Because look, when I first met Tom Ray, right?
Yeah.
It was during the protesting and all of the shit we do every so often when we are treated the same way we've been treated for centuries.
Wow.
But I was creating something in which I saw Tom Ray would be a perfect fit.
Yeah.
But in creating that, I just started emulating and just straight like, yo, hold up. The way this man is moving is so serene, calm, cool, collected. That's where I want to get to. Yeah. Like, as a young man, that's something that I would aspire for. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially in your hometown. You say you're gonna do something and then you do it, and that shit is dope, bro.
Yeah, man, it was an omen sent by God, man. Where like, cause honestly, I really didn't care to, like, respectfully speaking, I didn't care to participate in any march whatsoever, man. Because of, like, when you're in the field, it's like you're constantly doing the work. But one morning, I actually spoke to my brother Large Amount. I gave him a call and I was like, yo.
Hold on, he ain't gonna just roll past
it.
Nigga said I just called my brother Large Amount.
Drama 3 bars and poetry, all that out, man. The Yonkers native as well, man. My brother in rhyme, my brother in poetry. I gave him a call and he was like, yo, man, let's do it.
Fuck it.
You feel what I'm saying? Let's do it. And I started reaching out to who I needed to reach out to. And once I got the word, I'm like, yo, we gonna put this word out there. Once I got the okay to do it, and we see June 19th, man, is a day in history.
We are
in the
going to
city of Yonkers.
continue that too.
Yeah, for sure.
That's
we
a fact.
definitely,
That's a fact.
The Heritage Committee, we actually working on some things as well, man. So we're in the preparation and
Hold your horses, nigga. You getting too fast into that's like 20 minutes in. You start telling people what you're doing. And what's next is though.
I gotta get them the real.
Look, but yo, Tom Ray, what made you start? Cause like I know coming up in Yonkers, bro. Yeah. Like Fuse says all the time, positivity is not pumped, bro. Like, how did you become you? Like, cause me meeting you, I was like, oh shit, Yonkers big niggas like this.
Let me tell you something so real, right? Earlier today, bro. I was having a talk with a brother, and he was like, yo, how do you stay so mellow, man? How do you stay so chill? And I gave reverence to God, but in all reality, the same brother that asked me, how do I stay so calm? He was an individual that knew my pops. And I didn't say my father's name at all. You feel what I'm saying? And I credit my father because he embodied that tranquility to a T, where like he was an individual in the midst of any kind of adversity, fortitude, whatever. He was like literally calm, still, patient, at peace. And I'm just like, as I watched that my whole life, and by the time I hit 30 years old, like I really realized exactly
like what it was.
Yeah, I really realized exactly what it was, because I'm just like, yo, my pops lived a beautiful life, great life. And as I watched him all those years, I was just telling another one of my homies, I was like, yo, a good brother of mine, I was like, yo, just when I thought my father didn't say much and was a man of not too many words, just like, exactly, I got it now, because we all know actions speak louder than words.
Always.
And what he led with actions at all times. And like I said, in the heat of things, I've seen my father sit tranquil, and his famous words is, don't worry about it. So as I got the chance and I had the privilege and the honor and the gift of watching my father become the man he is, the man he was, I embodied it.
That's all right. See, now I understand. Like you different because you're literally different.
Yeah,
like people have men in their lives. Not many people have men in their lives they would like to be like.
And the crazy thing is, let me tell you something, bro. Real talk.
Even if you didn't want to be like him,
right?
There were qualities that he possessed that you would not mind having.
Because the crazy thing is, at times, I remember when I was younger, it used to be times where I wanted to hear from him. I wanted to like have him express some things with me. And I remember when I got to an age when I started asking him about the years when he was like in the streets and all that, he would never really speak on it, how you're not supposed to speak on it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So it was just like, I wanted to hear from him, but as I evolved, as I became the man I am today, I get the same treatment where I seen my father, like, I seen him, like I said, in the heat of arguments, all of the above. People were asking him to respond or expecting him to respond to a certain reaction, and he wouldn't. And the way that person will react towards that, I'm just like, yo, Pops, like how? How do you do it?
See, now that's one thing that I was blessed with to not, waver.
Right.
Still. Stock is deep, but I wasn't taught, or I didn't have anyone as a man or even a depiction of that to see how a man should react even when he don't and is affected. because certain things just should not happen. You know what I'm saying?
True strength, man.
And it's like, yo, even today with my shorty, I like was having a moment.
Right.
Like, and I'm like, yo, like, why can't she just hear me? That's and the third. And it's just like, nah, because once you give that reaction that somebody was anticipating or expects from you, that gives them ample room to just be whatever type of person with you. And it's like, oh, so until I stop allowing that room, that's the only time I can really sit here and be like, yo, okay, I'm learning something.
Yeah, man, you gotta listen, man.
And it's just like, yo, I really try. look, I really try.
Right.
But like when you're trying to just back up a bit. When your teachings and the ways you were brought up, you tend to do what you're used to doing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm used to defending myself.
Right.
Whereas now I'm at this point where I'm no longer, I don't have to. And like I'm blessed to be on that path now, but like seeing you, and it's just like, oh, okay. I got a lot of work to do.
And that's what it comes with, man. Work, man, because I've been through the trenches, man. I've been through the streets of Yonkers. I've been through the struggle, experienced all of the above, man. Like the what we experience in the hood, I've been through it. I've seen it, dealt with it. You know what I mean? And it's like my objective is to, you know, grow and change, like, you feel what I'm saying? And as I became that avid reader and taking the time to read and taking the time to seek knowledge.
Was that always you? Or was it like something that you developed like through something? Like was it
developed it.
School? Was it like somebody like, yo, you should start reading? Like what was it that made you?
I developed it.
Because I know it ain't school.
Nah, and honestly, honest to God, like growing up, I had athletic dreams, like, you feel what I'm saying, wanting to be like Mike or wanting to play football and all of the above. And then when I went to college, like it took me to my like third semester, maybe fourth semester, to like really get it together, where to transition from that high school mentality or the reckless mentality to like, yo, you got the opportunity to do something with your life. And around that time, that's when I like literally discovered the gift of being a writer. I always like, as I thought about it, sitting and meditating and stuff like that, I always had a thing for writing. You know what I'm saying? And illustrating and drawing things out when I was younger.
Did your father meditate? Like, where'd you pick that up from? It's that ever evolving cycle of growth.
Yeah, because
you had a good starting point. That's what it was, and then you just kept building upon that snowball.
It was definitely structured, and the structure that I had was love. Like,
facts,
you know what I'm saying?
I could tell.
Just love.
That's what you lead with.
Because at the end of the day, man, as I say in one of my poems, where I'm coming from, I say, I come from eating oodles and noodles for days. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, you know what I mean? Kool-Aid out the packets, the 25-cent packets, and powdered iced teas, all that. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So it's just like, I come from the same background as a lot of us do.
Facts.
But it's just like, I was always inquisitive, man. Like, I always used to question a lot. Like, yo.
Same.
Why is this like that? Like, that's not.
Don't make no sense.
That don't sit right with my soul, man.
Right.
So it was just like, I just wanted different, man. Still want better. Like, you feel what I'm saying? There's always room for improvement.
That's interesting. That's interesting to even hear coming. How old are you?
Oh, about 25.
About 25. Nah, look, realistically, because like the way you talk and the way you carry yourself, it would be as though you weren't raised with these millennials. You get what I'm saying? Like, even like people say to me, like, cause even me, I feel like I'm on this like cusp of figuring some shit out that I should have learned before, because I would have been in a different position. But my journey is my journey.
Absolutely.
But like even noticing, like, oh shit, like even when I say, like, how are you? Like, cause even with our situation with that specific individual, it was just like, yo, how? Cause I would have had to say something. Like,
and I've been in several, bro. Been in several scenarios where I'm just like, yo, how did my name or how did this interaction or whatever we were working on organizing, how did that get bamboozled?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how did it get bamboozled?
It's just the, like you said, the foundation. Because your foundation is so convoluted just because it doesn't fit the norm of what today is, let alone a father that shows his strength without things that we typically equate strength to.
Yeah.
It's like, it's mind-boggling, but it makes all the sense in the world.
Exactly, because, and as you say that, I was just thinking about my uncle Claude.
Oh, you had a whole bunch of niggas around you that was dope. That's why you are you.
Yeah,
Period.
And crazy thing is,
I wish you would have said that.
Of course, and I credit my family, I credit our ancestors, my mentors, my brothers.
Every day.
I credit everybody because I'm inspired by discussions. I'm inspired by seeing someone experience triumph in their life. I'm inspired by the young ones, man, that's out here trying to figure it out. I'm inspired by all of that because it's like it all serves a purpose.
Look, with you understanding, me understanding your faith, would you ever become a pastor? Or even have your own church? Because realistically, bro, there's gotta be a level for us.
Wow. That's the first time I ever been asked that question.
It's gotta be a level for us, bro. And you deadass, you touch different. You talk different. You live different. But how you maneuver between these differences is so interesting. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's something that should be taught. You get what I'm saying? And there's so many people that don't have the genuine drive, understanding, wanting to help as you do. That, bro, that would be something like.
And that's the thing, man. I'm
that's like a no-brainer type shit. You know what
absolutely.
I'm saying?
I'm actually working with a few organizations in teaching. I was hired as a teaching artist to facilitate one of my reading programs in Peekskill.
Oh,
but I'm in the process of revamping back in Yonkers as well. So
that's where you gotta be, baby.
No, absolutely. It's always home based because I'm in the schools.
Facts.
You feel what I'm saying? As yourself, brother.
You know what I mean?
As yourself, brother. You know what I mean? And that's where it starts, man. Because I like growing up, man. Like I had uncles and cousins and my brother that was locked up. Even like I tell you, everything serves a purpose. When growing up, getting those calls from my brother that was incarcerated, as I'm listening to him, I'm picking up gems.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's like.
You had an older brother?
Oh, wow. Yeah. Bro, and it's all. Yo, bro, that's why I was about to say,
this is why we be taught. This is why I wanted to do these types of podcasts because realistically, nobody. Seeing what Tom Ray does, okay, cool. He does that. Yeah. He even if you want to be on the like dick riding side or whatever the case may be, this gentleman here is dope, right? Yeah. And it's like, okay, I could do that. No, you can't, bro. You didn't have the pressure cooker that this man had. I now overstand because I know just a little bit more, and that's why I do these podcasts because, bro, I don't think y'all understand. Or it's even enough justice in how I'm depicting Tom Ray. Yeah. So that's why I'm going to just keep letting you speak about what you do. Like, what do you do? Wow. Outside of, your community work, your literature, your writing, what do you do for you, though? Because I know this all feeds your soul, so don't even go there yet.
Nah, it does. This discussion right here is therapeutic, real talk. And like, I know this is the up and coming podcast right here, but this also reminds me of the Talk Your Ish podcast as well.
Because you got Mr. Motherfucker.
Yes. And I salute your craft as well as my brother Fuge, man.
That's what I'm saying. I wish he was here, bro, because y'all would just be ping-ponging, like, and my inquisitive, like, because right now I got to, like, set it up and be the fanboy right now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and Fuge asks those questions.
Yeah.
He gets down and deep with the questions.
That ass, like, even, like, and then we have that, like, how we bounce off each other because, like, how he questions is different than how I question, and we get two different total reactions and responses, and even get to different types of the person. So it's like, yo, that duality is missing here, but yo, bro.
Yeah, iron sharpen iron. And the crazy thing is, like, both of you, and I want to say this on air, I'm proud, man. Truly proud, because
definitely, I appreciate it.
Like seeing brothers seeing brothers producing and creating outlets for artists, to entrepreneurs, to leaders to share their story. You know what I mean?
Shoot, like, think about it, bro. Like, I sat here and I brought Fuge on just because I understood the fact that, nigga, he's been doing this
for years.
He's an OG about this shit, and I wanted to showcase what I thought should be showcased, and I understood where I could help, but we need that element. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that, bro, that credits your characteristics, because that clearly shows that you put ego to the side.
I don't even know how to really fuck with that shit. For real, just because I've seen it burn so many men that ain't shit. Y'all was dope until y'all started smelling yourselves, and then it was just like, man. And it's just like, see, like, even when I see, like, when I was looking like, oh, who's gonna do this Juneteenth thing, and you already had it, it was like, oh, so I do need to know him. I need to know you because you are doing the things that I would like to do. Yeah. So if it could nix me having to do fucking 40 million hoops, lumps, and jumps, why not, bro?
Do it. And the crazy thing is, that's why I told you when we had that phone call. Like, you know, I was sitting right there on Wahlberg.
Facts.
Right there on Wahlberg, right? And when I had that phone call with you, I felt like I was looking at myself in the mirror speaking to you.
That's crazy.
At that age, because I just wanted the knowledge, still do, like, you feel what I'm saying? And I was looking to collab and create and curate with whoever that's serious and passionate and authentic, you feel what I'm saying, to like bring something forward for our culture, for our people. And getting back to your question, what I like to do, bro, is just kick back and
chicken, nigga.
Yeah, chicken. Absolutely.
Let me get a piece. Like, what the fuck? That shit that good?
Let me tell you something. I'm gonna put y'all on too. ShopRite, they got it. Like, they make their own fried chicken right there.
Facts. I know just what you're talking about.
Cocaine.
I was about to say, cause no lie, bro. When niggas was young, you know, the ripping and running days. Niggas said, "Yo, I'm hungry, bro." Stop and Shop used to be the fucking Stu Leonard's before. Nigga said, let's go get some grapes. Let's go get a fucking couple pieces of chicken. We straight.
And I gave my mom's my mom actually took some. And I went to her. I was like, yo, Ma, that chicken was pretty good, wasn't it? And she doesn't really eat chicken from out of stores or anything like that, which I respect. Yeah. And she was like, it was pretty good. And I was just like, I know it was.
You know it's different when they say it was pretty good. Yeah. Cause you knew in their head, before they even touched it. Yeah. And that's what, like,
crispy and everything.
Yo, the fact that we even, like, a chicken conversation can kind of bring us full circle like that.
Man. But
it's interesting to see, right? Your trajectory.
Yeah.
Right? Because realistically, the reason I asked that pastor question is because you on that trajectory, bro.
Yeah.
Like you need someone to like that video idea we got going.
Yo, T, man, so I got this show tonight, dog. And hopefully we can get Miss Rhythm Speaks Life to come out. What you think, man?
I don't know if you even that good.
Shout out to the meek and humble. We shall inherit the earth. I say yeah. You are now listening to the sounds of the Thoughts of Rated Sequel soundtrack. And I love you all. Shaga looking. Vibe with me.
Coming to the stage, the man, the myth, the legend, Tom Brady with Poetic Gospel.
Shout out to the meek and humble. We shall inherit the earth. Those dreams and nightmares you face all serve a purpose. You, my friend, you've been victorious since your mother gave birth. The lies we've been fed done something to our appetite to digest the truth. We rather fast food. And when we begin to wake up, we become aware of the dangers of soul food. Balance it all out in moderation. In order to reach our highest potential in life, our old life and new life need some separation. And you better learn some patience. We be rushing to do everything and ain't none of us rushing. I do know one thing, you ain't eating if you ain't hustling. That's universal language written in Braille. Without confessing to our strongholds, how do you expect to heal? Now that's true conviction. With all due respect to every Christian, love is my religion and my heart is 90% pure. Absolutely. And that's honestly,
That could be your portion. It don't gotta be a traditional church. As you can see, you're not a traditional church fella.
right.
But at the end of the day, you gotta.
And that's my ministry.
That's what I'm saying.
That's my ministry, man. Back in 2012, I self-published my first book of literary work, The Thoughts of Ray from My Heart to Yours, published with HHC Publishing, Hope Hollingsworth.
What made you do that? Like, what steered you that way? Like, what made you be like, oh, fuck it, I'm gonna write a book?
Yeah, I was in a circuit back in like starting in 2000 like when I started writing, and realizing that I'm sharing poetry, sharing my gift, I'm like, I had a plethora of literature. I'm just like, yo, I want to write a book. I want to write a book. And initially, I literally jumped out the window and figured it out on the way down because I didn't know the first step it took to write in a. Excuse me, I knew the first step it took to write in a book. Right. But as far as actually getting it published and copywritten and getting your ISBN number,
You didn't understand the work that went behind it.
None of it.
Like most people.
None of it.
But look, what kept you going? Because I know it had to be some like, oh, yo, your fucking words is like that. Like somebody had to, you know what I'm saying, to give you that. Yo, I could write this book.
It was a gumbo of inspiration that gave me the drive to continue writing because I was affiliated and still connected with a vast majority of poets, MCs, authors, creators, and I was fully inspired by them. And I seen the inspiration that came from them. Mm-hmm. I'm just like, yo, it's not. We didn't have much of that in Yonkers from what I seen.
Facts.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't know of many authors in Yonkers aside from the sister Hope Hollingsworth, who has a publishing company that I worked with to get my book published. I didn't know many authors after that, so I'm just like, yo, this is the creative side of me was like, yo, this is a lane.
Facts.
This is a lane, right? The hustler side of me was like, this is a lane right here to explore. And like initially, like I said, I jumped out the window wanting to create because I had so much literature that I'm like, yo, I have to share this. I was once told by a professor, your work is just yours until you share it. And when you're writing, and the creativity glorifies the creator. So God is in the midst of this, whether believers believe it or not. But that creativity, knowing that the word was inspired by God, I'm just like, yo, somebody needs this. That's the understanding that I had.
That's literally where I am right now.
That somebody needs this. That was the understanding that I had when I published in 2012, right? That's the thoughts of Ray from my heart to yours. And directly after that, because the creative juices was flowing, I started penning the second book.
So you already
2003. I self-published the Thoughts of Ray in 2012, and I didn't realize. Crazy thing is, bro, I didn't realize that I started writing the Pain Progress After Its Nemesis in 2013. I didn't realize that until 2016 when I was getting ready to publish it.
Wow. So you understood like that the ending. Well, you understood the beginning at the ending. Because realistically, how the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like you didn't understand that, but you, like you said, that ever going cycle of growth that like you're constantly adding to it. So you can always reach back and reach forward.
And the crazy thing is, right? The second book is actually a story of my life.
So it's like it's an
autobiography with poetry infused.
Ooh. So it's a different type of literature that we're used to from you. But it's gonna be.
It's so vulnerable. It's so personal. It's so intriguing and organic that the testimonies that I got from people from reading that book, the second book, even the first book, the testimonies that I got was just like, yo, I broke down in tears reading your book. I even broke down in tears as I was reading the edited version of it. Because in the process of writing my story, I'm just like, yo, how? I was thinking to myself, I'm like, yo, how are you writing your story and you got so much more to live? So I'm just like, yo.
And then you think about it, no wonder people wait for their autobiographies, but then again, what if they never get that message out, though?
And that's
all that matters, though. I've noticed that.
And so as I'm writing, in 2000, I was writing it 2013 all the way up to 2016, and my pops passed away in 2014.
Oh,
so the story that I was telling about my pops in the book, I had to go back and actually revise some things because here I am telling the story, and the pivotal part of the story is now called home. What do I do? So I was stuck for a moment, but then I'm like, I gotta tell this story.
I think that's the dopest part of what you've been saying.
Yeah.
Just because like, not only do you roll over how dope you are, you rolled over that fact of you losing a very integral part in your being.
Yeah.
Nigga, of course it would make you stop wanting to write it.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? That's like normal, natural, but like with anything, we got a catch-22.
Absolutely.
So it's
that's
like
the thing,
that
man.
stoic, that you are. This is where you get it out.
Exactly.
That's just where you get it out. So that's why that message is always gonna come, cause that's cathartic for you. That's your release.
Yeah.
And it just so happened that when you release, people don't say it's bullshit. So
that's a gem right there, man. It's therapy for me, man.
that's how you
Literally.
continue doing it, because it feeds you. It's not something that
feeds my soul.
that you're expecting something from.
Yeah, and it's such a divine gift though, because I
Hear how
watched
you
it.
talk.
I watch my gift blessed others till this day.
How you mean?
My gift has blessed others because I give you one instance. A brother from the neighborhood, from Warburton, right? Till this day, he still speaks to me about the first book. Like, yo, I
That's what I wanted you to say, because fuck a testimonial.
He's like, yo,
I
could be sitting with a chick, I could be sitting with a homegirl or whatever, and I'll take out your book and start sharing some poems with her, and she wide open. And I'm just like, no doubt, dog. If I can help in any way, my job is done.
That's why I kind of knew where he was going, only because like the testimonials are dope. Like I'm probably gonna like do a thing like, oh, this is what your podcast means to me, X, Y, and Z. But once you start using my creativity for what you see fit, I think that's when you really feel something about it. Cause like, imagine somebody use your book to try and explain something to somebody. So that means not only did it work for that person, it's actually being used
well, let me tell you something,
to teach others. Like,
I got an email the other day, and this was like the second email, randomly. Folks reaching out to me to interview me for their thesis papers that they got to write in college. And
excuse the fuck out of me.
I'm sitting at work, yo, bro. I be sitting at work. I be sitting at work, bro, and I'm like, I'm getting these messages from people like, yo, I want to interview you about some things that I'm working on to create a project, and I want your personal opinion. I want your advice. And I'm just like, oh, really? You want my? And I understand. Don't get me wrong. I understand it, but it's humbling. It's an honor, and it's just like, yo, I'm a kid that I was playing 21 just like y'all, 32 just like y'all, and as y'all begin to reverence God and utilize your gifts, I guarantee you there will be a space created for you.
Look. Double entendre, Tom. You literally just said the perfect thing. And I know you was talking about basketball.
Yeah.
Many people probably didn't pick that up, but 21 and 32, the basketball games. And if you are not athletic, then you got to go to gym. No, I'm joking. I'm so sorry. No, I'm not. But playing 21 and 32, niggas is still doing that. But they not playing the games. They are playing with themselves under the guise that I'm 21, so I can do this.
Yeah.
I'm 32, so I should be moving like this. And like until you understand like you and what you like to do,
man.
Like you were blessed to have people around you make you question yourself.
Yeah, that's
because you can tell that when people question themselves, they talk the way you do.
That's real.
They notice more things about themselves. You know what I'm saying? And it's like watching all of that mastercise now that I understand a little bit more about your story.
Yeah, it's so
seeing
cool.
it be this and have books and the marches to this, and it's like, oh, it all makes sense.
Yeah, once this third. So I was speaking with my lady the other day, and I love you too. And
Hey,
I was speaking with her the other day, Shania, and I was telling her, I was like, yo, I got the epiphany, the major epiphany where it was like, the first book was that leap, taking that jump, and just like create.
Facts.
The second one was go tell your story now. The first chapter of your story. This third book is the growth.
Ooh, hold up. You literally going right on.
It's a dedication and growth. This third book is a dedication and growth. And
working title or actual title?
No, that's the title of the third book is The Thoughts Array, the sequel.
I was about to say, because that was a fucking dope ass title. You should make that subtitle.
The subtitle, here's the thing, the subtitle is what's gonna blow people's mind.
What?
If they receive it.
Ah.
Everyone needs a change of direction in life. And that change starts with making a choice.
Ooh. Niggas hide behind the fact that they don't have the abilities. I say abilities because realistically, a lot of people, they hide behind the fact that they just don't want to do it or learn how to do it. Instead of just saying, yo, I might need to make a different choice.
Oh, man,
It takes an accountability side. It takes a self-awareness side. It takes all of these sides that not many people like you were blessed to have in their pressure cooker.
Through the grace of God, right? So the third book is growth.
I was about to say, so what you telling us what's next, right?
Yeah.
What is the rollout plan with that book?
Oh, man, so...
Cause I know you getting on your visual shit, and I'm seeing it.
Yeah, definitely. It was because I've grown and begin to understand the legacy. Goose, I love you, Goose. The legacy, denim prayers at all times. I've learned that with this gift, man. The way it impacts lives, and when I first started, yo, this is why we needed a part 2.
No, we're gonna do a part 2.
We need a part 2 because when I first started, I was in the process of recording a mixtape.
What? Hold up, nigga, nah. See, this is what I mean. Like, if you was here, he would have hit you with the fuck out of here, nigga. You wasn't a gospel nigga your whole life. You started trying to rap, like.
I was in the process of recording a mixtape, and I was rerouted.
Wow.
Being around my brother and sister, Marcus John and Nakua, speakers of the house, we created the Soul Box Forum in Yonkers. It was like, I was speaking with another brother, and if I'm not mistaken, this was the first series of an open mic forum in Yonkers.
That's a fact.
For the community.
That's a fact. Because then after that, it was like Blue Door and other things
all of that
nature.
Absolutely.
But Soulbox was literally
Soulbox,
one of the originators.
And shout out to Soulbox Entertainment CEO, my brother Marcus John, and Nakua. We basically collaborated together, and Nakua, she was a MC, female MC, poet. I've been around some very prestige individuals, man, and had the privilege of sharing stages with a lot of
Why
artists.
you think you was up there, nigga?
No, I get it, man. And
I gotta get you out that humble bag for 2 seconds, like.
Yeah.
Look, we've had a whole 20-something minutes of you being humble, B. I want you now to talk about your shit and tell them where to find it. You heard me? Cause we doing this part 2. That's
definitely the part 2 is because it's so much. I was thinking earlier, like I really need to do a documentary.
Yeah, look, I told you, your visuals is coming.
Yeah.
Look, don't give it all away.
No,
don't give it all away.
We can't do that.
Tell them where to find your new book.
All right, so the new book, right?
Your previous book as well.
The Thoughts of Ray, the sequel, will be coming out the top of May. I'm working on the date as we speak, dealing with the publisher and making sure that the books are delivered. And The Thoughts of Ray, From My Heart to Yours, and Pain, Progress After His Nemesis will be available next week. And all direct. They will be on Amazon.com real soon as well.
Ooh.
We'll have ebooks as well. This third book is coming with a soundtrack as well.
You got a website?
I had a website, but I'm so direct.
Now you might need to.
I know.
Cause look, now you got multiple books.
Yeah.
Now you got visuals that's coming out. Yeah. So now you don't even want to have to deal with niggas not knowing where to find your shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm definitely going to get back into creating a platform online as well.
Facts.
Definitely, because I'm so
in person.
Yeah, I'm hip hop, man. I'm hip hop. I want to go and touch the people, man, and have the actual copy. Like I'm retro.
I feel you. I feel you.
But I definitely understand what you said. But anyway, y'all
gotta
can find
move with
me.
the times,
Yeah,
man.
absolutely. Y'all can find me on Facebook at Tom Ray, spelled Tomray. And you can find me on Instagram at TR That's It, spelled TRDATSIT. And you can find me in the streets of Yonkers. You can find me anywhere else. You can find me traveling. You can find me staying out the way as well. And,
that's like the beautifulest statement.
Yeah,
you can find me staying out the way, nigga.
And success is the mission. Beat the odds.
Shout
Legacy.
out, bro. I was about to say shout out Legacy.
Warburton.
Shout out
the
everybody.
Family. All my loved ones, man. My family, yes. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for family.
My guy, you definitely coming back from
Yeah, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't
that.
be here if it wasn't for family. The book signing, the release for the Thoughts of Ray the sequel will be at the Legacy Denim Boutique on Warburton as well. And
is that the 12th?
No.
What's that date?
The date will be released real soon for the people.
Because I know you have another event.
Yes, I got an event coming up.
Come on, man. You can't be forgetting your shit now.
That's
why I'm here. That's why I'm here.
Let me tell you something. This is wild, right?
Yeah.
This is wild. I was just asked to play James Baldwin.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
No way. And what?
For a production coming up.
And I know NDAs and all that bullshit. So
that's an honor. But anyway, yeah. So I'm gonna be at the Legacy and Mask Up pop and pop out shop in Mount Vernon this up and coming Saturday with the copies of the Thoughts of Ray From My Heart to Yours and Pain, Progress After This Nemesis. So come and meet me, people, and I'll definitely be signing copies, and copies will be available. Let's do it, man. Let's do it, man.
It's definitely going.
Yes,
bro,
it's so much love.
Thank you
so much love, absolutely. This was an honor. This was an honor.
Tom Ray, this was definitely dope. I'm definitely looking forward to part 2 because I need Future here to get in your ass. Cause I feel like I ain't even touched the surface.
It's like, some things I definitely.
Yeah, you nice. You nice at dancing around your shit, but it's alright though. It's alright. It's alright. I can't be amazed at learning new shit and be fucking trying to grill you too. So you want to know what? Watch when Fuse come back. We gonna have this part 2 and we gonna do it right. But I just realized this might even fucking air after your pop up and your book. So guess what? Go tune in. Tom Ray, TR, that's it. Tom Ray on Facebook. He's going to have the links and everything with everything on his page. So just tune in, tap in, follow my guy. But this has been Up and Coming, and it's your boy, motherfucker Jones. Deuces.
Infinite love. We here, man.
Juhat!
Yonkers. We shall inherit the earth.
I say
You are now listening to the sounds of the Thoughts of Ray the sequel soundtrack. And I love you all.